Good day again. So, yeah, I just ate those pot sticker dumplings I showed you in the last recipe, and they were bomb. They were super good. But sometimes after you eat something like that, you want to eat some candy or something like that, right? So I'm going to show you how to make something that I learned. I watched this other YouTube show, this other YouTuber named Joe Guerrero, and he did some time, and he does a show called the Afterprisonshow. It's kind of a motivational, keep on track, stay out of trouble, stay out of prison kind of show. But he shows tells all kinds of crazy stories from his time, and has lots of recipes and lots of like how to tattoo and stuff. It's a pretty cool show. He's one of my favorite YouTube shows. But anyway, one of the things he did is he made this recipe. And it's a funny recipe because it's kind of making candy out of candy, right? But it's really, really good. It's like you take these separate ingredients and they're okay. They're all right. But when you put them together, they're incredible. And I guess this particular candy, it's kind of a hustle on the prison yards, and like, especially with like gangs and stuff, you know, they'll have the candy hustle going, right? So, you know, it's like, you know, you'd be standing there on the yard and some big gangster comes up and says, "Hey man, want to buy some candy?" You know, it's like, shit. It's good candy. So I'm going to show you this. What you need, you can get all these items. You can get all these items at the dollar store. From what I gather, they're available in prison commissaries as well. They're very common ingredients. You can find them for $1 or $2. I don't know how so big the bag you get, but Jolly Ranchers and Starburst candies. And I'm using watermelon and Jolly Ranchers and orange Starburst only because I used all my favorite ones up making this candy already. I like the grape ones. I like the blue raspberry ones and the cherry ones. I mix the blue raspberry and the grape with strawberry and make like a tutti frutti kind of thing. And you mix cherry Jolly Ranchers with cherry Starbursts, and you add a bit of cherry Kool-Aid powder, and oh man, they're good. But this should be pretty good. You got to use your common sense when you're doing it. So we're also going to use some of the Kool-Aid man liquid in this, just for extra orangey. I'm not a big watermelon fan really, but anyway. The ratio you want to use here is 2 Jolly Ranchers for every Starburst. So I'm unwrapping. I'm gonna make a few of these, so I'm unwrapping 6 Jolly Ranchers. I swear to God, I'm gonna show you another recipe making candy out of candy. I love candy, man. It's like I shouldn't love candy so much, and this is seriously the best candy I've ever had. Making candy out of candy. Alright, so I got 6 Jolly Ranchers in there, and I'm going to use 3 orange Starbursts. Other combinations I've found that go pretty good together are because you're kind of limited to what you got, right? So you can use like green apple and lemon actually go pretty good together. It's pretty tangy, if you will. Or like, you know, just plain old blue raspberry and strawberry are really good. Okay, so I got all these in there. And I'm gonna throw in a little dash of Kool-Aid liquid to orange it up a bit, and I'm gonna stick it in the microwave. And what you want to do is you just want to melt these things together, and you kind of want to go 10 seconds at a time until they're melted together. You melt them, you give them a stir, and when they're done, you can use whatever you want. I'm going to use a piece of parchment because I have it. Give it a stir. We'll go 15 seconds at a time. Takes a while. Once they get going, you don't want to burn them, but you want, they take a couple times to get going. All right. Yeah, they're getting melted now. It's gonna be super orange. And it could take, I don't know, if you're making a whole mess of them, sometimes I take all the cherries and all the cherry Starbursts and the Fruity Tooty drink powder. I make a big bowl of this. I make like 20 of these things. But we're just going to make a couple of them. What I kind of find is, one or two Jolly Ranchers and one Starburst will make essentially two pretty decent sized candies. The reason you don't want to add too much Starburst is because they're really gooey when they melt. You don't want it to be all gooey. You want it, like, the thing, Jolly Ranchers are like so hard you break your teeth on them. And Starbursts are like just super chewy, right? So when you mix them together, they just get this super awesome consistency. And I think we're there. So I'm going to show you this. It's like, yeah, this looks good, man. See what I mean? Can you see that? Orange candy. Let's get that in there. Alright, I'm gonna dump this on the parchment. Because you want to get it while it's hot. Otherwise you just have to keep using your bowl. I usually get a spoon and a knife so I can scrape off the spoon. You gotta use what you got if you don't got nothing, right? These are gonna be awesome. Perfect. And this is a real exercise in scraping the bowl, because like you may look at your bowl and think, there's nothing left in there, but then you'll scrape it and you'll have like the biggest ball of candy that you've harvested so far. Almost all I can get out of here. Yeah. Okay. So then what you want to do, this stuff's hot, right? So you don't want to burn yourself. I kind of got kitchen hands a bit. But essentially, you just want to pick it up. It's on parchment for me here, so it's not going to stick. You want to use dry hands. Sorry, I'm using my shirt. It's a clean shirt. You take a bit of the candy and you ball it up. Try to stand in front of that light there. So it means you got a little jawbreaker. Now those are going to, when you set them down, they're still warm, so they're going to kind of flatten out. So you're going to want to keep rolling them until they don't do that anymore. You know what I mean? See, I don't know. know, maybe I was wrong in the ratio. I think we're going to get, we used 6 Jolly Ranchers, 3 Starbursts. I think we're going to get basically 4 good-sized candy jawbreakers here. Yeah. Now, when I've made these before, I've like you can eat them right now if you like chewy candy, right? They'll pull your fillings out. I've tried putting them in the freezer to cool them down faster, and something about it just makes the molecular structure of it all not quite the same. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. I recommend taking the time and hand rolling here, or you can just let them go flat. It doesn't matter. It all tastes good, right? It's candy. I'm just trying to be a perfectionist here, and I got a couple more minutes left on my video. But yeah, I tell you, man, this candy is the bomb. I'm going to pause the video and just roll these till they're cool. All right. We got the Prism candy. I'll show you this stuff. That's what you get. Still a little warm and pliable, but this stuff is so good. I got a little small one here. I'm gonna eat it. Still really chewy. If you got a couple bucks in a microwave, try making this shit. It's awesome. If you like candy. If you don't like candy, you're going to hate it. But regardless, Chef Dirty Pat Walsh. See you later. Have a good day.